So boys, we are back with a brand new episode of the Baltimore Orioles franchise mode here in the show 18. So last episode was our home opener, and we took that W 5-0 against the Minnesota Twins. We killed them on the scoreboard, and it's all thanks to Crush Davis and our leadoff man, Jonathan Scope. So they basically just killed it that game, got us a dub. Kevin Gausman played pretty well. He had a shutout in that game. We'll take a look at the rotation right now after that game. So Gausman, 0 ERA. We got Bundy up on there. We got Alex Cobb now getting the overall boost due to the morale. We got Gabriel Noah getting a 76 overall. We got Wash at a 73. After the game, though, I went and I called up Jeffrey Ramirez to go and get some time there in the bullpen. We brought Michael Givens to go and play some middle relief. We have Donnie Hart, Tony Zyke there. We have Brad Brock playing that one shutout inning to go and get us a dub in the 9th inning. So pretty solid game out of everyone. We all played very well, and I'm pretty proud of the team we put out there on opening day. But right now, we gotta go take a look at our team and see what improvements we could do before we start off doing a lot of simming, because we're gonna do some major moves possibly in this episode. So move number 1, we gotta go and see if we can find some backups for this team, because our team doesn't have necessarily that many backups on it when it comes to the outfield and the infield positions. So when it comes to our pitching, though, pitching's pretty solid, I guess. Our starters are not that good, but I mean, we can make some trades possibly in this episode. See if we could trade like Caleb Joseph there, because he's got no use in this team. Now, chances go driving in that RBI double in that game prove that I think he could he could play very well in the MLB if we give him a shot. So chances go, we're giving him a chance this season at catcher. Then we could probably go and throw up. Who else could we throw up on the block for maybe a, I don't know, a backup player or a good prospect, or a decent prospect? We're not going to get good prospects out of these pitchers. Some of these dudes I'll just leave for now, but take a look at our backups. So first base, we have Sean Hills there at first base. He's a 66 overall, 23 years old. His contact isn't that bad, but I mean, it's not the greatest, and it probably wants something better than that. Second base, we got Rufus Reese at 64 overall, 23 years old. With him, it's pretty much the same thing. He's got some speed to him, some stealing ability, but other than that, though, not that good at all. Third base, we got Mountcastle at 66 overall, 21 years old, B potential, so he's still growing a bit. That's not all that bad, too. He's got some power to him that's going to develop pretty soon, but other than that, though, not that solid for an MLB backup. Then we have shortstops. We have Benny Machado at starter, but our backup is Vielma there, 69 overall. He is in the MLB right now, and his stats, he's good at fielding, but other than that, though, like a designated hitter role would not be good for him. Designated fielder, maybe, but hitter is not in his forte or yet. He hasn't developed his hitting ability to the MLB level yet. But next up, we have left fielders. We have Santander there. He's pretty solid, 72 overall, 23 years old, B potential. His hitting ability is not all that bad. It's pretty much even between power and his contact. And then his fielding ability is all right, I guess. His speed, not the greatest, but it's a decent overall set of abilities for our backup in left field for Santander. Then we have DJ Stewart there at 64 overall, 24 years old. Kind of in the same situation right there as Santander. Then center field, we have Austin Hayes there, a top 50 prospect there, 72 overall, 22 years old, B potential. He's not all that bad himself, too. He's got some pretty good contact there. His fielding's all right. His speed's pretty good. So he's pretty much our ideal backup player in the outfield. He's young, got potential, and can grow pretty well in the next couple of years. If you need a backup outfielder, he'll be the man. So that's pretty much all of it. I guess we have right field too. We have Danny Valencia. Mark Stroman was on the waivers right now. We have Joey Ricard at 66 overall, 26 years old, B potential. He's got 72 overall contact against lefties. His fielding's pretty good. He's a pretty good backup there for the MLB if we want to bring him up. But right now, I have no clue right now. This team is not that good at backups, I guess. We could get some better ones. We'll take a look at the free agency, see if we could sign a veteran player for backup roles in the outfield for like the left outfield position. But other than that, though, we're pretty much solid there for backups in the outfield. Infield-wise, we gotta find a designated kind of fielder, a guy who could play a couple positions there in the infield for us if we need a backup, need be. So before we do anything, all that kind of jazz, we'll go and take a look at the top 50 prospects. Just kind of reminded me there by seeing Austin Hayes. The top prospects in the MLB, we got Ronald Acuna there at 20 years old. He is a 76 overall, pretty solid player. He's probably going to be one of the best players in the entire majors in a couple of years. His speed is insane. His stealing's great. His power is great. His contact's great. I mean, there's nothing really not nothing to really hate about Ronald Acuna, though. He is a beast. Then next up, we do have Shohei Ohtani. We did get him before the overall, like, thank God I got a roster update that's not as good as he was in the game before, because before, he was an 86 overall player, and that is not fitting what he's doing in spring training. He is not good right now in spring training, but, he's a 78, not too bad himself. He will develop in a couple more years. Then from the Yankees, we have Gleyber Torres at 21 years old, 75 overall, pretty good player right there for second base. We have Victor Robles, Crawford, Senzel, Tatis, Bueller. We have Gore, Kopech, we have Meja, we have chances go there, 12th overall, doing pretty well there in the MLB so far in his first game. He played really well. Then at shortstop for the Rockies, remember him last year on the Rockies franchise mode, Brandon Rogers there at shortstop. Then we have Luis Urias from the Padres, Eloy Jimenez, who else is on here? Bo Bichette there from the Toronto Blue Jays. He's doing pretty well in real life in the spring training. I just went and watched that Montreal game when the Jays played the Cardinals in Montreal, and him and Vladdy are very good though. I love how they're playing, and even Marcus Stroman said himself that he wants Vladdy and Bo in the MLB this season. That'd be pretty interesting to see that, but I still think they should have one more year in the minors, and then next year probably bring him up and see if they could do well. But Bo Bichette and Vladdy, very good players, and they're going to be good in this franchise mode in no due time. Then we have Hunter Green from the Reds. Anyone else from our team, though? Anybody else at all? Like, even, where's Hayes in this list? Austin Hayes is at the top 50 spot, so right at 50th overall, you have Austin Hayes, and then at 12th overall, we do have our man, Chance Cisco there, who's looking like a pretty good prospect here in the MLB. So there's all the top 50 prospects this season, starting off at opening day. Not too bad of a list right there. We only have 2, but that's not too bad. In a few more years, we'll build up some of our prospects through the draft. And speaking of the draft, we get to take a look at our scouting in a couple more days once we go get those players scouted and get those players found in the internationals. But anything else left to do before we do any simming? We'll go and find that infielder for the free agency. Free agents, okay. So we do need a guy who can play a couple positions there at the infield. So let's go find a dude. We got Yunel Escobar there, 75 overall, 35 years old. His contact is pretty good. His vision's pretty good. His fielding's pretty good. Might as well just sign him. So he wants 3.2 mil per year, 1-year contract. How low can we go for Yunel Escobar though? We gotta make sure that he knows he's on the depth roll though. That's a guarantee. Because platoon means we'll be playing him sometimes on the bench, sometimes in the lineup. He's not going to be playing at all most likely because we have Manny Machado at shortstop, and like you have Chris Davis, we have Tim Beckham at third base, and then we also have Jonathan Scope at second base. So he's going to get no playing time at all, more of a backup role, and I don't know if he wants that though. We'll take a look if there's younger players that want to get that role. You also have Adam Lind there, 74 overall, decent contact. Fielding isn't that good, but he's still an option. Let's go see more specifically like first base, second base kind of thing. So you have Cesar Aviles. His power is pretty good, his fielding's pretty good, but I don't really want a guy that's at a deep potential right there for our position. Then we have Patrick McGraw at 64 for contact, 74. His power is pretty good, his fielding's alright too. So Patrick, we could sign, actually I'll sign him, why not do that? But we got a full roster. Okay, so to make sure we get some roster spots first, but Patrick McGraw, maybe go sign him after that. Then second base, we do have guys like Rich Redmond there, 18-year-old, 69 overall. Deep potential, he won't grow much, but he's a decent little player there for the MLB if you want a guy who's got some speed and a little bit of contact to him. I got Randy Daniels. Let's see Randy right there. He's got some speed to him, but other than that though, he's useless. Danny Espinosa, his speed's pretty good. Or not speed, his bunting's very good at a 97 bunt. But other than that though, he's not that valuable to us. Third base, we have a guy like Cliff Main. He's a 19-year-old, pretty good power to him, but other than that though, he's pretty much trash. You have Stephen Lee. Yeah, not that much good to him at all. Let's see shortstops though. Give you Yunel Escobar, Eric Ibar. What Eric want? 2.8 mil. All these veterans want some money though. They want to get paid. JJ Hardy. He'd be a good fielder for us, but he wants 2.1 mil. If you do a depth roll too, he wouldn't be all that. He wouldn't be too interested, but he's still interested nonetheless. But anything else on here for young players? Houston Reeves has some speed to him though. Holy 80 speed, 95 stealing. But other than that though, he is useless. He's more of a speedy guy you go throw on there to go and get some steals for you in the late innings if you are down. But they have a guy like Joey Presley there, the Canadian, 24 years old, 98 speed on him. He's very speedy there, 84 stealing, and 82 base running aggressiveness. He'd be pretty solid for a pinch running role if he really needed one. It's too bad his hitting just sucks ass though. That is terrible. 31 hitting. That's not that good, but his running is very good though. That's the thing. Anyone that's a little bit better overall with some speed to him. Let's see here. Cliff Lee, not that, or Stephen Lee, not that good. Yeah, most of these guys are trash. Let's see, Rich Redmond. Rich isn't that bad himself too. He's got some contact to him too as well, and his fielding's all right too. So he wouldn't be that bad for like a first base role or a second base role because you don't have to throw that far. But Randy Daniels, he wouldn't be that bad too, but his hitting's not that good. Adam Lind, McGraw. I'd still say McGraw's our best option for a guy you want to sign just for the heck of it. But let's see, Mark Reynolds. Oh yeah, Mark Reynolds. I forgot about Mark Reynolds. On the Colorado Rockies franchise mode, he's a home run beast for the Jays. Let's see. He's alright. Brandon Moss, he's got some power to him. Yeah, most of these guys don't have that much speed to him at all. We're gonna have to end up finding that in like a trade or something. But I'd probably go clear up a roster spot for Patrick McGraw, get him on the team, and see what we could do with him. Maybe bring him up, but I doubt we'd bring him up. We'll just see what we could do with him. So I'm looking at some of my team right now, and most of these guys are just terrible though. Like a 26-year-old, 47 overall player on my team. On a normal year, that would not be there, but since we can't really do a mass releasing these players, we pretty much have to wait until the offseason to get rid of all these trash players like Ju, Jimenez, Merritt, Thorne. Like, some of these guys can get easily replaced with the talent in the free agency, but that's just me though. I'll just go release some of these guys because I do not want them on my team. Just release him. Only 37k. Bring up our boy McGraw on this team and find him a roster spot. First base, McGraw, get your ass in the team. There we go. So 1-year deal for him. Pretty solid for us. We get a good contact, a decent contact guy for the bench. Okay, so you picked up McGraw there. He isn't the greatest player to have for basically a fielder in the late situations, but he's a pretty good hitter though. I'm not sure if we should bring him up to MLB yet. We'll kind of leave it at it right now and see if we need help later down the season for hitting. We'll bring him up and that kind of thing. But right now, we'll take a look at our situation for salary, because I gotta keep in mind though that this season is pretty much a waste because we're not gonna make the playoffs at all, pretty much due to the Yankees and the Red Sox and maybe even the Blue Jays. So right now, looking at this team, we have a lot of contracts that are ending this season. We have Scope to re-sign, we got Manny Machado, Cobb's to re-sign or signed already. We got Zach Britton, we got Gosman, Rasmus. We have a lot of players to go and re-sign this season. Tim Beckham. So this team is going to be a largely free agent team, and I'm not sure if most of these guys will return this season or next season. I can't really guarantee that. But other than that, though, I don't even know. We'll just go see what happens pretty much after that. But it looks like we have Machado as free agency. Scope is arbitration, so we'll keep him back most likely. Adam Jones is a free agent, so maybe take a look at maybe getting rid of him this season. Get Kevin Gosman with arbitration, we'll keep him back. We have Zach Britton there turning into a free agent this season as well, so keep in mind that. Kobe Rasmus, free agent. Cashner is not a free agent. Tim Beckham's arbitration, that's good to see that. Danny Valencia. I give a lot of players going, maybe possibly get rid of this season if we need to. We'll take a look at one thing first. I want to see catcher first. Can we get rid of... we could technically, actually, because Zuzak's actually not that bad. In fact, I kind of like him more than we have in Caleb Joseph, actually. So, if we need to, let's see wins. Let's see if we throw up a guy like Caleb Joseph on the market. I just want to see what we can get for him. Because Caleb's 31 years old, 70 overall. Not the greatest overall for us. Let's see what trades we could find. Probably not going to find barely any trades, but we'll see what we can get. So we got Leroy from the Red Sox. That's the package. Brian Batista, okay, for third base. Micah Johnson. Here's the dude though from the White Sox, Alberto De Jesus. They're 18 years old, be potential 54 overall. Not that bad actually. He's got great speed. He's not going to develop into anything at all looking at his stats right now, but his speed's pretty good. He's a decent pickup. He would be shedding a lot of salary, actually, like almost 900k worth of salary, 930k, or even more than 930k of salary. DeJesus for Joseph. I don't think Joseph would really provide anything in a trade that really benefits anybody. Like, if you make a big trade, including Caleb Joseph, most likely will not happen because not many players or teams, or not many teams are in the market for a 31-year-old 70 overall catcher. So we got DeJesus for Joseph. DeJesus is more valuable than Joseph, most likely to me. So I'll go and make that trade. Why not do that? So you get rid of Joseph there. Now our backup catcher is most likely a 69 overall Andrew Suzak. But we'll really need to go to him too much because Chance Sisco is a lock for our starting lineup this season. Hopefully he doesn't get injured, but if he does, I'll have to go and find a replacement in the free agency most likely. So anybody else left on the dock to go and get traded possibly? Any dudes that have higher salaries? Anybody off the bench? Sardinas is making 500k. Who else is making big money? Big money. It really bothers me that Cobb's making so much money, but we'll see what happens in the offseason if you make a trade for him or not. Yanoa, I like how he's developing. We have Waj there. We have Andrew Kashner. Kashner, a 71 overall, 20. It just sucks his salary so bad. Okay, so since we got rid of Caleb Joseph, now we need a backup for catcher possibly if, say, Chance Sisco goes down. So we'll go and get Rob Brownlee for half the price of what Caleb Joseph really was, basically. So offer him like 550k and the role of depth, just that way we're not bamboozling him and telling him that he's gonna like play a platoon role. So offer him that, offer him 2 years on that, and he wants a couple more monies. 650. There you go. So we got him back. Got a catcher basically at half the price of what Caleb Joseph was, and a better overall hitting ability and even fielding ability, I think. So we got a better option at catcher or backup catcher for our team now. And we'll take a look at, we'll just go down to the roster after that. Okay, so we have a few players plugging up our 40-man roster that we do not need on this team, such as Chris Tillman on here. Chris Tillman, I'd love to keep him around, but the thing is that his overall has just gone down in the pooper pretty much. 65 overall D potential, 29 years old. I mean, I don't really want him on the team necessarily because he's plugging up roster spots that could be used by younger players, and it just seems that it's useless having him on this team anymore. So let's go get rid of him, put him on the block, and see if we can get quick for him. Because look all the way down he is in this roster, though. It's like he's going to have no shot to play in the MLB ever again because of his potential. So can we get somebody that's possibly younger and better? I trade the Braves there, Julian Garlobo? Yeah, Garlobo, that's his name. His power is pretty good. His speed's alright. He's a decent player to have in the organization. Why not make that trade? So we shed some more salary from Chris Tillman. Now we can go put up our backup catcher on the 40-man and make this official. So Brantley, bring him up. Put him on the 40-man. There you go. Bring him up to the MLB and have him on our bench as our backup catcher. There you go, perfect. So he's a lefty there too, which is not that bad, same as Chance. We have a mixture of lefties and righties there in the lineup, not too bad right there. I think our lineup's pretty good, and our team's set for the next couple weeks or so, and so then we can see if we may need to make any more changes and stuff. But I think our team's fine. There's no real like moves I can make to get pitchers right now besides signing free agents, but I don't want to do that as this season's a lost cause anyway. And I'm not going to try and win like a ton of games this season because it affects your draft spot in the draft. So if you do worse, that's not too bad. If you do good, doesn't matter too much to me anyway because with the draft, it's pretty much just all about scouting. So as long as you do a lot of scouting, we'll get a good pick in the first round and so I think our team's good enough. We'll go and sim some more games. You already played the first game. We'll go and sim up to, let's see, calendar. Won the first game. So we'll go sim up to maybe this. What game should we play? Tampa wouldn't be that bad to play, actually. The Rays would be fun to play. Got Cleveland as well, too. I want to play a team that I'd possibly win against because playing against like Cleveland is a guaranteed disaster for us. But we have to make sure we do some scouting, too. So maybe we'll sim to this Yankees series and see how our scouts are doing. And then we'll probably ultimately sim up to this Tampa Bay series at the end of the month and maybe play Chris Archer. That'd be fun to play. Let's go sim past this Houston series and see how our team does. So we have 26 man on the roster. Okay, I'll fix that. There you go. Sim through here. Okay, so I'll turn off these critical situations because I'm not going to be playing them anyway. So turn off those. And Colby Rasmus, fractured arm. Oh my god. So Colby, one of our backup outfielders, or even actually played right field, so that's kind of sucky. So Rasmus is out 1 to 2 months with a fractured arm. That is not good. So maybe toss him on the 10-day DL, and then we'll get a better look at how long he's going to be out. Because I don't toss him in the 60-day DL and he'll be out in a month. That'd be bad. So we'll put him on 10-day DL. We'll go and see how the lineups look now, because I think Austin Hayes might have to play right field most likely, or you would just throw in Danny Valencia as well too. But most likely we'll throw in, is Santander better or Austin Hayes? You know what? We'll give Hayes the outs. I mean, not the outs, but like the reps. So we'll go throw in Hayes. He's not that bad where he is right there. He's batting 667 there on the season so far. So hey, maybe it might work out well for us. So Hayes, there he is at the 7th spot. Throw him in each time right there. Just if he plays well, that'd be great for us too, because he's young, getting more time, more at bats. So that's good to see that. Even though it kind of sucks Colby Rasmus is out, it's still going to help us out in the end. So it's Simbass's Houston series, most likely get swept, and we do. So now right now we're 2-4 on the season. We'll take a look at our scouting, get our scouting situation figured out. So Louis Funk's done, and the rest are all done, except, actually no, everyone else has not done their assignment yet. Okay, so Valentin, we'll have to go get him on. He's efficient. Ugh, maybe get him. Can we go and find a better guy here? Valentin kind of sucks, actually. He can't really do much. He coaches contracts, okay. Like, I could buy some of these coaches out, but to be honest, it's not going to do much of good anyway, because I'd rather just do a snow in the off-season, most likely. Like, first base coach, maybe get rid of him. It seems to be that everyone else is good besides this first base coach and our pitching coach. Our pitching coach sucks so bad. And they're two of the most underpaid players as well, or coaches as well too, so it's not too bad, I guess, if you buy them out. But for now, we'll go and just do scouting, I guess, and see where it takes us. But Fred Valentin, making 1.5 mil per season, Central. What's some more equivalent salaries? So we got Shipley there. We have Archie Newell. Archie Newell, he's not as effective, but he is better at pitching, or the same as pitching, and positional players way better. But I'd rather get him on, get Fred on some pitchers actually. So we should probably go and we'll put Fred on pitchers actually. We'll do that. Let's go to scouting. Put Fred on some central pitchers. On here, who's central for pitching? Everyone's already been taken up though. That's the thing. Okay. So Frey will go fire Fred and get an international pitching guru pretty much to go and get some of these pitchers figured out. Okay, so we have Haskett. Who else? You have Askew, but he's more a positional player kind of guy. Anybody else international? We have this dude. Okay, we have Payne. Payne wouldn't be that bad for us. He's better than Fred, but he's not as efficient yet. But we'll go and get Payne on him anyway. We'll fire Fred and get Andy Payne. Andy will go and scout what's called this dude right here. Where is he? Julio, we'll get him scouted right there. There we go. And I think we'll go and sim a couple more days, see if these guys are finally done their scouting stuff. You have training. Okay, I remember training last season. We'll put everything on auto because it's too much of a hassle to go and deal with all the training. So everything else is good there. We'll go sim some more series. So we lost the past, I don't know how many games. We won against Minnesota. We went and swept that series. Or no, we didn't sweep it. We won 2-1. And that one got swept by Houston. So we've lost 4 in a row. That's not that good, but hey, we're the Orioles this season. We're not going to do well this season at all. We're not really held to big expectations yet. Let's go sim half this Yankee series and see where it takes us. We lose the first game. Carter Dickens is out. Keep him active. Second game, we lose that one 5-1. So we're just getting killed in these games, but oh well. We'll go and see the scouting quick. And they are done. Okay, cool. So Gregory's done. We'll put Gregory on. Can we go and get him on some of these dudes in the West? Okay. Let's go find some guys in the West, such as, we'll put him on Garth. We need Garth scouted. He isn't as efficient though, that's the problem. We'll get Gregory going on some more positional players in the West, we'll get some infield guys this time, get some contact, get some, let's see, power in the West. There you go, get them on that. And we'll sim a couple more days, see if those dudes are ready for and done their tasks and all that kind of stuff. Let's go sim this. So let's go see if we could actually win a game against the Yankees, though. I want to see this. We lose that one. Tigers offer us a trade. They have Aiken and Perez, okay, for Leonis Martin. So Leonis is a center fielder. We don't really need him yet because we have youth that could step in like Austin Hayes for Colby Rasmus. Let's see what these guys are, though. We have Perez and we have Aiken. Aiken is pitcher. And he is all the way down. He's 64 overall, 22 years old, B potential. I'm not taking that. Get that garbage out of here. Let's go sim this last Yankees game. And we lose that one by a score of 17-6, is that? Oh my god, our team's getting pummeled now. So our pitching is not holding up at all. Let's go see this game. I want to see how bad we got killed. Okay, so home runs from Judge, Walker, Bird. Okay, that's pretty expected. Let's see Wash's innings, though. 5 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Ramirez, 2 earned runs, and Hart 4 earned runs. Okay, that's not good. CC Sabathia had 7 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, and Green had 2 earned runs. Not the greatest game for them, but we got killed, though. 17 hits on the day for them. That is not good at all. But it looks like Austin Hayes has a sacrifice fly, Valencia 2 RBI, Beckham an RBI, and so on. So our team is really bad. We're 2-8. We're going to sim after. Let's see if these guys are done their stuff, and they are not done yet. We'll sim some more games, sim half this Toronto series. Are we gonna win this game though? Oh, chances of 1 to 2 weeks. Okay. We'll keep them active. Actually, we'll see this. So it looks like we won our first game, and I don't know how many games. What was our losing streak? We lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games in a row. Finally comes to an end. And as we go and finally win our first game in 9 games, as we win 4-3 against the Blue Jays. I want to see this game. So box score, what happened there? Donaldson homered for them. Smoke, Ritchik, and Donaldson had RBI. For us, we had 3 RBI from Chris Davis, Crush Davis, killing the Blue Jays there with a home run, and Beckham getting an RBI as well. Let's see our pitching, though. Gosman, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Pretty respectable day. Michael Givens had 1 hit. Was he injured? I'm not sure if he was injured. He only pitched 0 innings at all. So he allowed 1 hit, and then they just took him out, I guess. And brought in Hart, Zyke, and O'Day. They all played very well. And then Britton got the dub. Okay. So there's a late innings W there by our team. So we won. So 3 runs. Then it was 3-2. Yeah, it was. Okay. So we have 13 hits on the day, 7 hits for them. Not too bad right there. As we go and win our first game in 8 games, we'll go take a look at our roster or lineup card now, as it's been a couple games under our belt. So Manny Machado on the cold streak, 143 batting average. That's not good at all. Trey Mancini 225, Scope 289 at leadoff, Chris Davis 273, Beckham at 270, Jones 225, Hayes 250, Valencia 237, and Brantley at 200. So Cisco is out right now with an injury, but he's batting 250. We have Santander no hits yet, and Vielma batting 400. That's pretty solid right there. So we'll go take a look at our pitching now. So pitching wise, Gosman so far solid. I guess 17 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Bundy 1.2 innings or 1.2 ERA, 15 innings pitched. Cobb has a 7.36 ERA. That's not good for how much he's getting paid. We got Noah at 1.64 and Wash at 12.96. That is not good for him. You have Jeffrey at 3.86, Zyke at a 13.5. You have Gibbons at a 0, he's doing solid. Donnie Hart 8.31, Darren O'Day 0, Brad Brock 0, and Britton at a 9 ERA. But that's only 1 inning pitch though, so it doesn't matter. Let's see anything else. Acquisitions, scouting. Okay, so our scouting thing is done. Now we have to go and get Peoples on somebody. So Peoples, he can pretty much go on. Let's go get him on some positional players in the East. Is there any positional players in the East that are top? We have dudes like... We have Mark Bronson there. Okay, we'll get him a Mark Bronson. We'll do that. So get Peoples on him. Anybody else that's almost ready? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, Palacios with... Let's see Payne's doing with Palacios. So Payne is... Where is he? Palacios. You have another guy named Palacios. Where's C? There he is, Carlo. So Carlo is not good. We'll go and get him off there anyway. Let's go throw him on another international dude, like Miles. Let's go get him on his brother. I think his brother. I'm not really sure it is. Maybe they're a set of twins, Miles and Carlo Palacios. That'd be pretty cool. But we'll go and see anything else. Now we'll just go sim. Let's go sim past his Toronto series. We'll sim the next game. And we lose that one 5-2. Colby Rasmus is still out 1 and 2 months. We'll throw him on 10-day DL. We'll just do that. We lost that one 5-2. And then the series finale, we lose that one 3-2. We lose the series overall. So Alex Cobb, not looking too good, but I think he had a decent outing that game though. He was all right. We only had 2 hits on the day though. That is terrible for us. Our offense sucked. Scope 2 RBI. Cobb played pretty much the entire, or not the entire game, but 5.1 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk. And Ramirez came in and played pretty solid, 3.2 innings pitched, and no runs against him. J-Hap though, solid day for them though. 7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 2 runs, and 2 walks, and it wasn't even earned runs too, so it must have been just due to errors. But we'll go and see. Yeah, I've pretty much done that. Now it is time to go and sim. We'll sim this Boston series, or at least most of it. In Boston, we win the first one, and we lose the second one, but win the third one against Boston of all teams. They're 12-3, and 2 of their losses have come against the Baltimore Orioles, the 5-11 Baltimore Orioles. It's crazy. So how do we win this game, though? We won that one 5-2, 8 hits for a piece for both teams. Bogarts played well for them. Yanoa had 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Solid day out of the boy Yanoa. Then O'Day came in, played pretty well, and Britton came in and saved the day. Then Drew Pomeranz, not the greatest start for them, but the rest of the boys did well, besides Lane in the relief for the Red Sox. Whereas us hitting-wise, Scope, Mancini, Machado, Valencia, and Davis all chipped in RBIs. Pretty big team effort there as Crush Davis got the home run and got us the dub in the end of the day. Pretty cool to see that right there. Next game, we lost that one 5-4, close game is Zach Britton. 15 ERA, did we blow that one? Hopefully we didn't blow that one. And we blew that one. Four runs in the top of the, or the bottom of the 9th as they walk it off. That is horrible for Zach Britton though. Jesus, that is terrible. But hey, you win some, you lose some. That one's a brutal loss. But Valencia home run, Scope 2 RBI, Valencia home RBI, and Jones. Let's see our pitching though. So Wash came in, 6.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run. Solid day out of him, 7 strikeouts. Best outing of the season for him so far. Hart came in, played well. Brock came in, played well. Britton, horrible inning for him, 0.2 innings pitched. We had 4 runs against him, only 1 strikeout. Horrible day for him. Michael Givens, nothing you can do about that as he came in and didn't really allow much of anything. But anyway, we lost that one. We choked in the end, but we still won the next game though, 4-3 against the Red Sox. Did we almost choke that one? We didn't. Okay, that's good. Let's see this. So offensively, Scope again on the scoring board. Jesus, he's doing very well this season. Scope an RBI, Brantley a home run, his first home run of the season, I think. Hopefully it is, because that's pretty cool to see that. Let's see. Scope and Brantley are home runs in there and RBIs. Austin Hayes a 2 RBI in the day. Pretty cool to see that. Pitching wise, Gosman had 6 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Then Zyke came in and got the dub, but still not the greatest overall outing for him. Only had 2 runs against him in his inning. O'Day played well, and Britton came in and saved the day. Okay, so Britton's a little bit streaky there. He played horrible in that game against Boston, but he plays well the next game, though. That's good to see that, at least. At least he bounces back. But now we are 5-11 on the season. We're not doing well, but hey, we won against Boston, though. That's something that congratulate about. Our scouting-wise, we have Seth Peoples has learned everything about him. Palacios is done as well, too. So let's see Palacios. Is he good? I don't think he is. He probably is bad. We haven't scouted any guys that are really that good, though. Miles, actually, he's not that bad, though, actually. He's probably going to be an lower overall, but he's still an elite player, though, to see that. That's not too bad to see that. Anyone else could do here for Payne? Payne, get him on a pitcher in the international. Any international pitchers that need scouting still? We have Julio. We'll throw him on Julio. get on Julio as Peoples. We can get him on a positional player or a pitcher if you want from the East. Right now I'm kind of worried about pitchers more than anything, but we'll go and maybe throw him on one of the top players in the East. Like say, alright, we'll throw him on. We have Bolger, we have, let's see, play Pelchier. Should we put on Pelchier? Jason Rivera. I'll throw him on Jimmy Cummins. Jimmy Cummins. We'll probably throw him on. Should we do that? Nah. I don't know. Jimmy Cummins wouldn't be that bad to put him on. We'll go and throw him on a pitcher. Pitcher from the East. Do we have any pitchers from the East? I doubt we do. Maybe actually no. We'll go get Seth to go do some pitchers. I'll go find some pitchers in the East. How about that? Get some lefties with some velocity. That'd be pretty good to see that. Get him on some players as we have. How's Tavares? Oh yeah, we just put him on Tavares. Okay. So let's go on to the next couple games and sim up to this Tampa Bay series. So let's go see the series finale of this Boston series. Do we win this one? Do we lose this one? I think, or do we win this one, or do we tie this one? Pretty much. And we go and lose that one, 8-7, heartbreaking game. But yeah, Sitlak is injured for 1 to 2 months, 6-day deal right there for him. Darren O'Day got the loss, lost 8-7. As it's a very close game, top of the 10 or bottom of the 10th, they walk it off in extra innings. Still a great effort against one of the best teams in all of baseball, though, so that's pretty solid. As we deliver them 2 L's of their 13-3 record, though, that's fantastic to see that, though, at least. As our offensive, we have Manny Machado home run, he had an RBI, Valencia 3 RBI, Jones an RBI, Hayes and Davis as well. Then pitching-wise, we do have Bundy, 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Givens, solid outing. Hart came in, sucked very badly, and Brock came in, not doing that well, and O'Day got the loss in extra innings. Okay, so now we go and sim up to half this Detroit series. Jonathan Scope's out. Okay, we'll keep him out for a couple days. We lost that one 12-2 without our leadoff hitter. Okay. So rotation-wise, I'll fix the rotation. Next game, we won that one 12-3. What is up with this team, though? It's so streaky. But the Pirates, they offer us a trade. Sean Hills for David Freese. David Freese, a third baseman. He would be a solid backup, but nah, we don't need him. Plus, Sean Hills is he decent? He's an alright player. We'll keep him. Don't need to make any trades that we don't need to make, like that one. That one's useless. But Gabriel gets the dub against the Tigers as they had 12 hits, we had 8 on the day. We still kill them 12-3 though. As Jones had home runs, Hayes home run, Machado, Davis, Jones, Beckham, and Hayes all at RBI. Beckham, best game of the season so far. 4 RBI in the day though. He played fantastic for us. Let's see pitching wise though. Pitching, Gabriel, 5 innings, 9 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, solid day off for him. Then Ramirez came in and saved the day, 4 innings for him, 3 hits, and shutout for him overall. Liriano, not a good day for him as he had 7 earned runs, along with Moreno with 5 earned runs for the Tigers. Let's go sim the last game of the Tigers series. And we won that one 3-2, so we finally win a series as Scope is no longer injured. Cool. And Cisco's back as well too. Cool. So while Cisco was out, we took a couple L's, but, or not a couple L's, a lot of L's, but still we won a couple games as well too. As we finally win against Detroit and win our first series of this franchise mode, I believe. Yeah, we did. Cool. So we won that one 3-2. Waj got the dub. We'll go see what our lineup card looks like now with Cisco back in the fold. So Cisco 77 overall. Brantley came in clutch. He didn't bat that well. He had a home run at least, as we had a bad stretch of baseball right there, but hey, it happens, as we're just going to move on from that. So Adam Jones, he's cold right now, 205 batting average. Austin Hayes, 246. Valencia, 217. Chris Davis, 197. He's doing terrible. Beckham, 250. Mancini, 229. Scope, 286. Machado, 222. So Scope, far and away our best player on the team, as he's doing well defensively and offensively this season, though. He's playing great for us. Can we move around the lineup a bit, because this is kind of getting bad. Let's see, we have Adam Jones. Should we throw him in? The thing is, I like our lineup though, just the way it works. It works good for us. But at the same time, it's not, because we're losing. Chris Davis, he's good where he's at though. That's prime Chris Davis right there at the 4th spot. Tim Beckham. Mancini's doing better than Beckham, so, or not Mancini's doing better than Beckham. Beckham's doing better than Mancini. Let's see this. Maybe throw Beckham at the second spot. We'll see how that works right now for us. If it works well, then it works well, but hey, we'll see what happens. Anything else to do in here? Hayes, maybe move this around a bit. Austin Hayes, bring him up a bit. Because Austin Hayes isn't that bad. I like him. Let's see this. Austin Hayes, bring him up again. Actually, we'll leave him right there for that. Okay, I think we're good right there for the lineups. Rotation-wise, Gosman, a 190 ERA. He's playing great for us this season. Bundy, 288, solid season so far for him. Cobb's brought it down a bit, 633 now. You know, a 235, Waj, a 540. So, I thought our starting rotation was complete garbage, but hey, our team is doing pretty good though for what we have for talent. Like, Gosman's playing well, Bundy's playing well, Yanoa's playing well. So, we can maybe throw this rotation around a bit, but I want to keep it the same because, I don't know, I'll just leave it the same for now. Let's see our awards so far. I want to see one of our players in the Cy Young though, just at least once. Aaron Judge top of the AL MVP race, batting 406, that's crazy. Josh Johnson 346 or 356, and Matt Joyce 444. Eduardo Rodriguez top of the Cy Young. So we don't have any players in the Cy Young because I guess they're not as good. But hey, I'd say Gausman qualifies in here though. He's played pretty good for us. As Trevor May, the guy, did we play him in the first? No, that was Pineda in the first game. But Trevor May playing well for them. Chris Archer playing well. Actually, that's why I want to face Archer, though. I want to see if we could get against Chris Archer in the Rays series. National League, let's see them. They have Max Scherzer. And let's see for MVP. Paul Goldschmidt, Ryan Braun, and Adam Duvall. Anything else on here to go and look at before we go to the Tampa series? We'll go see their scouting again. Make some adjustments. So we have Gregory now done his assignment. So he's good at discovery, not that good of efficiency. I think we've scouted a lot of players for the draft. I don't know if it's enough yet, but like we have a good amount of crop of players. Like we're gonna draft a lot of, or not a lot of pitchers, but a decent amount of pitchers because we need pitching badly, or at least top pitching in our system badly. Julio Tavares looks pretty good for a prospect. Let's see, anybody else could throw in for Gregory. Should we just fire Gregory for now? Because we do have a lot of positional players from the West. Unless we just go find some infield guys now. We'll do that, infield. Fine, infield. Or do we need... Nah, we don't need catcher. You need to find some more diversity. We'll get some guy. We'll get a guy from the East, actually, instead of Gregory. Let's go to Gregory, fire him, get a guy from the East. I fired a lot of scouts this season, but hey, I want to go and get a lot of guys scouted this season, though. So get Gregory off. He's got a good overall, though. It's the problem for his salary. So we can't really find a guy that's equivalent to that. But 1.5 mil around that range. Central. Do you have a guy that's good at efficiency, though? Okay, so you have a positional player good at efficiency from the East. But we don't have that many positional players from the East, though. That's the problem. You know what, since we're not using our salary necessarily this season, why not just go and get some of these bigger boys for our scouting, though? I want to see this if this actually works out. So Humphreys, get him on there. He's good at efficiency for positional players in the West. So get him on some of these players in the West that we had the last dude do and see if they're any good. So let's see the top right here. We get Hutchinson at second base. Do we need second baseman, though? We don't really need. We have scope. Let's see, like Bello U or Garth. Actually, no, we'll find Garth Carnes. Why not? So Garth, go and get scouted already by Humphreys. And then a couple of days we'll go and see the scouting once again and do the whole dance, the same thing again. So now we're on to the Cleveland series, last series before the Tampa Bay series that we want to play. At least one game in. Let's go sim the first game at Cleveland. We win that one 3-0, so 3-game winning streak for us. Cool. We won that one under Gausman. 1.38 ERA though. I want to see if he's on the award yet. He's gotta be on the awards thing though. Come on, give him some respect here. But he's still not on there. Okay, that's kind of sucky, but hey, it's what it is. Let's go to this calendar. Next game up, we have Bundy's game, and he wins that one 4-3. Now Alex Cobb. Are we gonna win this one? Oh no, he's out for 6 months. That is not good. Okay, 60-day DL, I guess, but we lose that one 8-6. I think it's because Cobb left with an injury, though. It kind of sucks. Brought the morale of the team down. That's why we took the L. But now the last game of the Cleveland series, sim that one. And, oh, we don't have pitcher in there. I forgot about that. Let's get a pitching rotation. Find a dude to put in there. I guess you gotta put in Jeffrey. We pretty much have to, actually. So we'll throw in Jeffrey. He's not that good, but we'll go see if there's any backups. If there's no backups, you might have to go and sign a guy from the free agency. David Hess, actually. David Hess. Would you want to play baseball in the major leagues? David Hess or Jeffrey? You know what? I'd rather get Jeffrey. We'll leave him on the bench, actually. We'll bring up David Hess. He's having a solid year in the AAA. 257 ERA. Why not? So you bring him up. David, get on the team. Throw you into that. He's a 65 overall, though. Why does his morale go down? Wait, why is his overall going down? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, contract. That's why. Okay, why are they getting so mad about contracts, though? They're in the MLB, for God's sake, though. Ugh, it's annoying, but it's the way it is, I guess. We'll see if he gets some W's. Maybe he'll get happy again. But David S, throw him in right there. Or should we just put a Jeffrey in because he's more grateful? We'll do that. Throw a Jeffrey in there. And let's see if... Wait, what about Andrew Cashner? Why is he not up there? So Cashner's killing it in the AAA, apparently. Yeah, why is he on fire, though? He's not even doing that good. He's got a 443. You know what? I'll just rather leave it. We'll leave Cobb. He's fine. Or how much money is Cashner making? Ooh. You know what? We'll throw Cashner up. Why not do that? We'll do that. Bring down David Cobb. I thought we had... Or not David Cobb. David Haas. I don't know why David Hess... Or not David Haas. David Hess. There it is. That's his name. I don't know why David Hess is so pissed, but... Oh well. I guess he doesn't want to take an opportunity in the major leagues, but... Throw in Andrew Cashner. He's getting paid $2 million. Why not throw him in? So now you have Cashner back in the fold at... the rotation. Gosman's playing well this season, 138. You have a 319 out of Bundy. You know what, 235, Wash, 540, and Cashner has yet to play. Let's go sim the next game. So we're facing Cleveland, last game of the series. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's if we win this one, we win the series. If not, we'd only tie it. We win that one 10-4, so you win another series here against the Cleveland Indians, who are not looking that hot this season, actually. They're 12-10, so they're not really doing that well yet, but it's only April still, too, so it doesn't really matter too much. But nonetheless, we won that one 10-4, solid game of the boys, as it looks like Davis, 2 home runs out of Crush, 1 out of Jones, 2 RBI from Machado, 5 from Chris Davis, though, monster game out of him. We have Jones and then Hayes with 2. Then we have Waj, 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, and the rest of the bullpen held it down. Let's see the first game, though. First game, we had Gosman pitching. And Gosman, how well did he play? Davis had 2 RBI, Cisco an RBI. Gosman played the entire game, a complete game, 4 hits and a shutout, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. Solid game out of Gosman. He's so underrated, though. It's crazy. But we have next game, we have 4-3 from Bundy. Let's see Bundy's game out of him. And Bundy... 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, not too bad. And the boys, the bullpen held it down for the dub. So now we're facing Tampa Bay. We have Feria, Snell, Evaldi. We do not face, what's his face? Archer, though. We probably just missed him by 1 game, or at least 2 games maybe. So 3-game series, did not face him once. Is there any pitcher that's we're facing that's interesting lately? Cashner, Gosman, Bundy. I want to play Bundy's game. So maybe play the last game against Nathan Evaldi, the former Yankee. That'd be fun, actually. First, check out scouting, see if that's done. And it is done. Cool. So Wolf has done his assignments finally, along with Payne, with Tavares, and Humphreys with Carnes. So we'll get all these guys fresh assignments besides Seth Peoples. Let's throw Humphreys on something. We'll throw him on some more West players. Let's see, like Casilla maybe, or Almanzar. We'll throw him on Almanzar. We'll put him on Baggett, actually. Baggett. Payne, he is good. We'll go and get Fire Payne. We don't need Payne. Andy Payne, get out of here. We have a lot of salary that we could just shed on scouts. So scouting-wise, throw out Andy Payne for the international. And get Brewer in, maybe? pay him like almost $1 million more. So yeah, we'll do that. Why not do that? So Brady Brewer, throw him on some pitchers in the international. Is there any pitchers in the international that are good? You have McManus. Throw him on McManus for now. Then Wolf, will put him on. We actually don't have that much use for Wolf then, unless you get him. Yeah, we'll fire Wolf and get a guy for like the East or something for pitchers. Or should we get him on some more international guys? We'll get him on more international guys. We'll just get him on Bob Wise. Get some of these guys lower down here. So now we'll go take a look at this series. We'll sim the first game, and we lose that one 11-2. Okay, Cashner took the L. Next game, Gausman, we lose that one 5-4. And now we're at the last game with Bundy on the hill against Nathan Eovaldi. And that's probably, we're going to end this one off right here. So, you've had a pretty productive season so far. We're 10-16. I thought it'd be way worse than that. But hey, we took some pretty big dubs against the Boston Red Sox this season so far. And looks like we won against the Detroit Tigers. And won against the Cleveland Indians somehow. We won a series against them. So it's pretty solid to see that. But anyway, I guess let's tip it off right here. Make sure to like, subscribe for more Orioles franchise mode. Next episode will be this game against Nathan Eovaldi and the Tampa Bay Rays. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.